Welcome back to a new live stream. I'm drinking some coffee, getting ready to go out and do some good old training. So the goal for training today is to do some snatch plus overhead squat, snatch pulls, and back squats. To do 5x5 back squats. Last week I did it at 120. So this week I am going to be working up to probably 130. My program thing or my Google Sheets thing says 127, but I most likely will just round it up a couple kilos. It's not too big of a deal. My legs are responding pretty well to doing some repetitions in the squat. Just interesting. They're getting pretty sore from that. But I'm actually decently sore today, even though I didn't really train yesterday. I essentially just went outside and did mobility. So it was kind of interesting because I just didn't really train, but I'm not really sore from that, I'm sure, but mostly from probably the Saturday session, which did quite a lot of volume on with all of the waves. So I definitely think that would be a good idea to keep that in, just because it's a good practice of the main movements and I guess allows me to challenge myself in a different way and not to do something that's just straight sets. Waves are more fun than doing like 3 sets of 3. I don't think we should have a bulk in jungle there. Trying to pull on my arm a little bit to stretch it out. Sometimes it gets a little crack in it, which feels a little pop that feels good, but doesn't always do it. Usually when I do the hanging, that's usually when I get the best feeling or the releases it the most. But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of Smite before we go out there. It's about 1:30 my time, so I'm trying to go out there a little bit earlier because I don't know the actual temperature. Let's see what weather.com says the temperature is. While we're waiting for the game to load in. So 84 degrees right now. It's supposed to be still pretty hot, which is kind of the main theme. And thought about potentially driving to the actual gym, but with this kind of session, I think it's good to, I mean, for the Saturday ones where I'm doing everything, the classics all together, it's good to be there just for how much I'm doing. But for a session like this, where I'm going to be using straps for the snatches, I'm just doing squats. Like, it's not really that big of a deal if I start to get, mostly my hands become the problem. Not really the grip, but the sweat when it's hot. It becomes absolutely terrible to have sweaty hands. But we'll probably play one, maybe two. But I've been drinking coffee all morning, just kind of relaxing. And I actually was going to go look. Oh, it's really hot. But I was actually going to go look at a car this morning. I decided against it just because I want to save money for my grad school stuff and make sure that, particularly not this first year that I'm doing it, but the next one, that I'm able to do it more expeditiously. So the normal progression of the grad school, you do it in 2 years, and they recommend doing 2 classes per time period, so summer, fall, spring. And I'm going to do that 2, 2, and 2 for this first cycle through everything. And the reason for that is so when my teaching license renews at the end of 2025, I'm not doing extra hours that I can use for my next licensure. Looks like we have someone that's a DC. So after the next licensure at 2025, when I renew, any grad school classes that I do in that summer or after that, it will add to my next licensure. So every time you renew your license after your first one, it's for 5 years. So then once I do the rest of my masters, then it will finish in that 5 year, or it will help me renew for my next 5 years. So then 2025, when I renew, I'll be good till 2030, and then all the grad school stuff will allow me to be good till 2035, which is, I don't like thinking about those numbers, but it's nice to have that planned out that far. I probably won't worry about pushing out the second masters to get the second, or to my second renewal of the license, because that would be too far away. What I would like to do is finish my masters after I renew in 2025 in June. Finish the masters as quick as I can to get that first step up on my teaching contract, and then do the second one basically as quick as I can, because I'll have more money saved up to do more classes, and I'll also know the workload and all of that. And so hopefully not 2025. That summer I'll be hopefully at least 4 classes that I do in the summer, and then maybe finish that in the fall. I have to look to see how the progression classes go and how it all finishes. But then once that's finished, then to start the next one in the spring at the earliest of 2026, and then in that summer try to do a lot of classes, try to move as quickly as I can through it, not just to rush through it or anything like that, but to make more money to get the extra step up in the contract, because as soon as you get that additional degree, you can start making more money. And it's not a dramatic amount, but I mean, it's more. And once I have that, then, I mean, honestly, by the time I'll be pretty close to paying off my house, once I have the second master's done, and a lot of my expenses will be kind of based around finishing that up. Got him. Finishing that up, and then really just vibing after that. Because after, that's a good shot.
Just smush it in. No problem.
Did not pay attention to that before. I heard him for a second, but wasn't really listening to it. He's really gonna come back.
Okay.
Oh, he juked me.
Stand down.
She missed her taunt. Is he really still staying? Oh, he just had a minion over there. He's actually coming back.
Okay.
We didn't die.
Just a little mistake.
Pretty healthy right now, so I definitely don't mind fighting this. Thought I used that already. But for anyone that doesn't know what I play, it's called Smite. It's a MOBA, massive online something. I don't know. Just a 5 vs 5 game where you're trying to get that fight in there at the very top of the map. It's a terrible game. Nobody should play. There's Janice over here. This is the most active duel in the first minute of the game I've had in a while.
An enemy has been slain.
But eventually, once the second master degree is done, then I'll be probably done trying to pursue additional education stuff other than stuff to renew. I guess potentially I could go like the doctoral route and stuff like that, but I definitely want to get the 2 master's degrees because those are much more straightforward and I don't want to say simple to get, but obviously a doctorate is really hard to come up and get than a master's. And I'd rather get that taken care of before even like thinking about that in the future, but who knows, like I could do that. I mean, the only reason to do that would be to be like a professor at college, and that, I mean, you know, it's all down the line. And, as far as my first master's right now, it's in physical education. My second one obviously won't be in physical education, but it could be in something related to it. It could also potentially be in. Oh,
An ally has been slain.
Nice job.
It could be in something related to physical education, or it could be related to my other degree in special education, or it could just be like an administration type, education leadership type one. So there's a lot of necessarily leeway, but just a lot of options with that one. This one I was really excited to find the program because it wasn't super expensive relative to other grad school programs. And it's all asynchronous, which is really nice.
My tower is under attack. Let the hunt begin.
Can't get to her.
No problem.
Pop my 1, that gives me some healing. I do need it back at some point.
I'm going for
An
jungle.
ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
People look at me like I'm a little strange when I go around talking to
No
squirrels and
problem.
rabbits and
So a
stuff.
lot of the
but that's
education
okay.
stuff that I have planned out is pretty
forest
set,
runs
and not
rapid.
necessarily set in stone, but it's pretty mapped out to what I want to do in the future, which is a very good thing. I waited a while for my master's to get that, just because I was, once I switched to physical education, that I wanted to be used to doing that before I worried about it. It's always like, when you do it, you're like, I wish I would have already done it, but it's like one of those things, it's like, I wouldn't have known that it would have been I don't say this easy, but manageable, I think is a better word to describe it. I thought it would be too expensive and it would be too difficult to time manage it, but I definitely think the way this class is set up, like you still have to do work and there's tests and materials and everything you have to go through, but because it's asynchronous, it's significantly easier than if I had to be at a certain place at a certain time. And that was a lot of the places I was finding. You had to be like Ohio State. You had to be on the campus to do a master's degree in physical education. And like that doesn't make any practical sense for anyone that's actually in the field, unless you just finished your bachelor's and you're immediately going to do your master's. It's rather silly with that, and, not practical for actual professionals in the field. But thankfully, this Arkansas, that's where I'm doing mine now, University of Arkansas. It's all asynchronous, and you can pay in-state tuition for, and
Enemy missing.
because my degree's online, I guess you can pay in-state tuition because it's online, which is really nice.
Is ready.
Falling back. I'm building
Okay.
stacks.
Because it obviously saves a ton of money, and that's why I would even like look at a place like Arkansas for a degree. In general, obviously going out of state for the most part is more expensive, but looking at this university, it was cheaper, but it was also asynchronous, and it just was like the perfect fit. And so far, I really like it. I mean, I've only had one class. This class I think ends in about a week or two, and then the second one I'm taking starts at like July 1st. So I don't have a full view of it, but it's definitely like I'm glad I'm doing it now, and I definitely am confident in the next summer that I'll be able to really kind of take additional courses and whatnot. We have our last test tomorrow, I believe it is. So I actually have over, because I've done some extra credit, I actually have over 100% in the class right now. But that's just because you do the material, you listen to the lectures and you just absorb everything. It's not difficult material. It's sports psychology, so it's, a lot of it is, I don't want to say intuitive, but it's stuff you can easily relate to if you have played sports, or like in my case, like I'm still kind of playing sport and weightlifting, like you're still trying to perform athletically. And if you have a history of playing sports, then obviously you have that stuff to draw upon, which most people who are pursuing a master's in physical education are going to have some sort of background in sports and whatnot. Probably be very unique. Probably more unique than me having a special education degree than to find a physical education major that doesn't have a background in sports. It's because it's so intertwined for the most part.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
Where's ulting over there?
An ally has been
I should go ahead
slain.
over here.
Out of mana.
Make sure he doesn't get this.
Save yourself. Out of mana. Sorry about that.
It's okay. This time.
Or just take a lot of damage. My next class is in sports, measurement and physical education, I think it's what it's called.
Enemy missing middle.
So should be.
Sorry about that.
I don't really know what to expect with that class. If it's more like theoretical stuff, or if it's just going to be more math based or whatnot, or if it's just going to be like best practices and stuff. I'm sure a mixture of all of that.
Stand down. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
But we gonna
Nice job.
got them both.
Kill.
Too easy. So for the most part, yeah, I'd say this and chess, but as far as like an actual video game, it has been this one for a little bit.
Okay.
I was playing NCAA 14 for a while, and then it does stop working on my computer. I didn't feel like trying to reinstall it.
My way.
So in theory, if NCAA becomes available on the PC, then I think that would be probably close to this one. One thing I like about this game is that I get to play. I have a friend that he lives in Wisconsin, and so we'll play. You can queue up in ranked. So this is unranked right now. It's just casual conquest. But we'll play ranked together. So I enjoy that because we'll be on Discord talking about whatever and then playing games. So that's a big reason why I still play Smite in general. And I enjoy it. It's the only MOBA I've tried to play, and I'm sure there's other MOBAs that are better, like League of Legends, but I could just never, like, I aesthetically like how this one looks, but Yeah, 100% this is my go-to. If I'm like,
An
not at my
ally
computer,
has
I'll play
been
chess at
slain.
my computer, but like, chess is kind of more versatile in that regard. You can kind of just use your phone and play
Be right
whenever.
back.
But if NCAA is on the PC, then I definitely be playing that one a lot. Madden's still really terrible right
On
now,
my
so
way.
I don't have any interest
I'm
in wasting my
returning
time with
Italy.
that. But oh, I'm 30 right now, so this year I'll be 31. Yeah, my deadlift is kind of, I don't understand how my deadlift continues to go up. I think it's one of those things that, because I'm 5'11", I'm not super tall, but I'm definitely built more for deadlifts and squats. And so that being my weakness, generally relative to my deadlift, of course, if my squat goes up, then my deadlift gets stronger, because I really like don't ever do any specific training for the deadlift other than like clean pulls and snatch pulls, but nothing that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need to do 5 sets of 3 at
Enemy
90%
ultimate
of my
down,
best
no
deadlift.
problem.
Like I don't do anything with that. I just kind of randomly do deadlifts.
Stand down.
Ultimate is ready. Follow me. Swoop.
Let the
Oh,
hunt
you see, I'm doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't, it's like the one talent that I have is deadlift. I don't really, I wish it was squats. I wish it was jerks and pressing and stuff, but I got the deadlift, so I at least have the advantage of, none of my weightlifting movements feel particularly heavy until it's like super maximal, but I can kind of handle doing a lot of reps. I think that's probably another thing that is helpful for me, my back just being generally strong.
Ultimate is ready.
Stand down.
Just smoosh it in.
And the day that I did, so my best deadlift is that recent 305 that I did.
An
Before that, it
ally
was
has been
302.
slain.
So it was with pound plates, and before that,
Let's get crazy.
how weird my PRs have gone up over the years. It was a 40-pound PR on that day, and
Son
I
of a
had
gun.
only
Follow
recently
me.
done
I'm
like
returning to
635
base.
prior to that, and it was the weirdest day because I had done power snatches and power cleans,
On
and
my
it
way.
was, I don't think it was an intentionally light session. I don't remember how much I was
returning
doing,
middle
but it was just snatching,
I'll attack.
power snatching, power cleans, and I decided to do some deadlifts,
Okay.
and they were feeling really good, as they almost always do when I do the deadlifts. I almost rarely like do a deadlift and it's like, this is a bad day for deadlifts. I almost always know I can do
That's
a
too
lot.
bad.
But once I did 585, I was like, this is pretty, like, this is feeling really easy for 585, and then I jumped up to, I want to say maybe 635 was a PR that day, or 640, or I jumped up and did a lifetime PR, and I was like, this
Enemy
is
missing.
way
Be
too easy.
careful,
And I
right.
want to say it was 635, and that was a PR in that day. I
The
forget
forest
exactly.
runs rampant.
But I remembered the 635 that I did prior to the 665, and like looking at the weights after I did it, being very, like, thinking I just misloaded or had something wrong with the weights. Maybe I found all the really light 45-pound plates in the gym, but they're all metal ones, I think, besides maybe the inside one. But it was really bizarre, because then even after the 660, or it was the 635, I remember thinking like I had misloaded the weights. The 665, that
Enemies
one felt
incoming
like
right.
a million pounds. That was definitely a difficult lift.
Enemies behind us.
I don't really care if he's behind me. He's 3 levels behind. Yeah.
Enemy missing lift.
Kinda wish he'd come out.
Enemies incoming.
You don't need to stand there. It's a nice fight. Did we hit? Oh, just a couple. Let's say I think we hit one of them.
Bravery test.
Destroy the right enemy tower.
Actually, he
Wild
fully saw
growth.
that.
Your
So
left tower
Need
is under
healing.
attack.
Stand down.
On my way.
we got him. We got him here.
So the hunter has become
An enemy.
truly
Now we're cooking. But yeah, I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 at the end of August. Ooh, we hit him.
Killing spree.
Oh,
Your middle tower.
An enemy has been slain.
that's a really good portal. Janice is really good.
You rock.
will be quite old. But yeah, my goal with weightlifting is to do it till I'm at least 40. Obviously, I'm gonna continue to lift weights, but my theoretical idea is that I'll be able to get stronger until that point, and then after that, that's when I
Your
don't necessarily
middle
want to say
tower
things
is
will go
under
downhill,
attack.
but it'll be really difficult to, snatch and clean and jerk more weight past that age. But I still want to squat and deadlift, of course, past then. I
Retreat
think
left
that
leg.
I'll be able to
Enemies incoming.
still do
On my
weightlifting
way. I'll
past
gank
40,
left
but I
wing.
won't be
An
like
ally has been
bent on trying to
slain.
get to
On my
lifetime goals.
way.
My lifetime goal in snatch and clean and jerk is to do 140,
The forest
170
runs
at the minimum, and then 150, 180 at the like.
No
I'm
problem.
gonna say
On
max,
my
but
way.
like that's the stretch goal with it. And relatively close to that. Like my best snatch ever is 135 from the
Always be
floor,
aware of your
and
surroundings.
132 without straps, and then
Enemy
once it's
ultimate
600
incoming.
that I did.
Enemy
Ultimate incoming.
So I'm relatively close to like my minimum goals, and the reason I have those is like
spree.
I'm gonna aggressively pursue weightlifting. Like I want to have an aggressive goal in a sense, but I want to lift impressive weights that I would do for an average person. So I started when I was like
Your left
23
tower
or
is under
24,
attack.
doing it full time. So
Your left
I've been doing it
tower
for
has
years
been
at this
destroyed.
point, but not. I don't have the depth of experience that a lot of like the younger professionals will have with it. And I don't like have a coach or whatnot, so I don't know how much a
Ultimate
coach would
is
actually
ready.
help. I kind of view that as not crazy important unless you're like just starting.
I cannot
Unstoppable.
But
Enough! Enemy missing middle.
My fury is relentless. On my
I
way.
found I'm in your jungle after just killing your boy. I like it. But yeah, thank you, Sipasis. My deadlift will always be my strongest lift probably. But after my big weightlifting for 10 years, do not necessarily powerlifting, but focus more on squat and deadlift. Make sure
My finest.
after that point, really as long as I can. So theoretically, focus on that until I'm dead, like
An
98.
ally has been
But
slain.
if I get to the point where I have joint issues, like kind of how my father does with rheumatoid arthritis, and I'm like I really can't, or it's just becoming so unenjoyable to go into those positions, and then just be a deadlift specialist at
An
that point.
enemy has been
Because I
slain.
No
think
problem.
I definitely have the build to be one of those like 80-year-old dude that just deadlifts,
Be right
400
back.
pounds,
On my
whatever,
way. Tower
just
is
from the
under
way that
attack.
I'm built.
An ally has been slain.
Whether that will be
Your
actually
right
true or
tower
not,
is under
I
attack.
won't really know until
Your
that
middle
point,
tower
but
has been destroyed.
I think at a
Your
bare minimum
middle
I'll be able to
tower is
deadlift
under
forever.
attack.
I would like to be able to squat, be an old man squatting. Especially if I can maintain the mobility. I think that's will always be the hardest thing as you start to get really
The
old.
forest runs
To be
rampant.
able to continue to pursue any sort of movement like that. But
Shut down.
I think I'm pretty mobile right now
An
for the
ally
most part.
has been
And
slain.
I think I do a good job of, at least my ankles and stuff are really mobile. Shoulders aren't as much.
Enemies incoming right.
I have a feeling like if weightlifting ever goes away for me, it will probably be upper body related to what I won't be able to do, like wrists and shoulders. But my ankles and stuff have always been strangely mobile. It was one thing when I started weightlifting. I was very weak at it, but I could immediately do overhead squats and pull squats and
Your
cleans and
structure
whatnot.
is
Even
under
like
attack.
even though my shoulders were weak, like I could still do a full snatch and sitting pretty low in squats and whatnot. But my shoulders are tremendously weak relative to everything. I guess when I'm older too, like doing a lot of pressing, I'll have that old man strength. So
Enemy
I'll be able
spotted.
to take advantage of that too. Maybe actually press my body weight. It's a really difficult thing when you're bigger. 'Cause I'm like it was a 238 this morning, so I fluctuate 236 to 238. To press that much weight is so difficult for me to even get close to. The best ever is 225, which is pretty close to that, but it's not really like a big goal, but it's like one of those things that you think about when you're pressing, like what would be a nice weight to get to. It seems so insurmountable to get up to a weight like 235, 240 in strict press. I would like for it to happen though. That would be really fun. I think as I accumulate more years, I think that'll be one thing that will just kind of go up
Enemy
naturally as I just build strength over the years.
Enemies incoming right.
But yeah, I want to get to the 140, 170
On my way.
training
Scout on
total
my
at
way.
least in the same
Vital
day.
skill.
Obviously, in a competition would be ideal, but if I were to do a training session and to do all of that,
On my way. Begin.
Enemy missing right.
Clumsy ball.
An enemy has been slain.
I actually did do
Take
that.
killing
Oh,
spree.
Nighty,
Of the
leave me
unknown.
An enemy
alone.
has been slain.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, still doing a lot of damage. It's actually a really fun team to play with. They're all kind of just kind of running at each other.
Not so fast.
Fire in the hole.
In my current training right now, I'm not focused so much on doing a heavy deadlift. I think it's not
Falling
necessarily
back.
a detriment.
Need
I think
heal.
if you can get a stronger pull from most people,
An
but I
enemy
think
has been
at the
slain.
level of deadlifting that I'm currently at, that it's not
Follow
particularly
me.
helpful for me to do it very frequently, just because of the recovery cost of it.
I'll attack.
But it's more useful for me to do pulls that, even if they're like, I would say like 500 pounds, like around there, like if I'm doing quicker pulls there where I'm able to maintain positions in the clean, then that is more beneficial really for snatching or clean and jerks. I kind of view
Until next
pulls as a
time.
really good thing to train in heavier pulls, but for me, like a maximal deadlift without shoes and all of that is not really going to help my clean or my snatch. But what's going on here?
I'm not done with you.
On my way.
Come over to
Flee
this.
for your lives. The forest runs.
I'm gonna kill everyone. Did I get him? All right.
You have
I
been slain.
was worried I wasn't gonna get one person. Pretty crazy. It was 3 people trying to kill me, and I was able to
Your
survive for a
team
little
has
bit.
destroyed a middle enemy tower.
6-12
On
with
my
Obo.
way.
That's pretty crazy. I don't like that it's 18 to 17 and I'm 10 and 3, which means our team, I guess Janice is playing well. So it's just me and Janice are the team. Everyone else is playing pretty poorly. Although they're grouping up well
Retreat.
and they're peeling well. So it's hard to say that they're playing necessarily. Sylvan is doing a good job. You don't really expect the support to get a bunch of kills, and he's only 0-1 too,
Fire in
and
the
7
hole.
assists. I mean, he's getting in there and doing a good job, but certainly
Thanks.
No
certainly a little
problem.
concerning when it's 18 to 7 and you have 7 more kills than deaths. But
An enemy has
Uh-oh.
left the game.
Take care of them.
Be careful.
I'm gonna hit all those.
You have slain an enemy.
Oh, the ball.
That's too bad.
That was a good ball. Thor's the Aegis.
Wild growth.
Double kill.
I actually yoinked it. I was
Nice
surprised.
job.
Killing
I
spree.
didn't know I could target him when he was still in the
Your
air.
right tower is under attack. Attack, fire giant. Attack the Gold Fury.
There's no Gold Fury. Koalawa. Alright, we're discussing the strategy.
Son of a gun.
Giant.
On my way.
Should be able to burn this pretty quick. But yeah, that was a really bad fight for
Feel
him.
nature's wrath. Take this.
But Tiamat might come back. I mean, he's 6-0, so he's. He's probably the best. Can keep
A
fast.
bountiful hunt. Ha! Ha!
I don't think Mikey even gets here in time to jump in.
Another beast born.
Delightful.
Fire giant.
Go here and there. Just kind of methodically go through this. I take the bomb.
Attack! Fire giant. Tower is under attack. Strike from above. That's too bad.
Grab this for the towers.
Group up. Feel nature's
Shut down!
Let the hunt begin!
I was looking at the fountain. I didn't think they would come over to
On
contest
my
it.
way.
Falling back. Attack! Left leg.
We go left.
Essential.
Doesn't really matter which way we go as long as we all go.
way. Enemy ultimate down. Be careful, middle.
I mean, if they want to come fight in the middle, that's definitely a good play for us.
Return to base. No problem.
Are we low? We're a little low.
Wild growth.
Not so fast!
Ha!
Oh, that was yoinked her. Nice.
My
Killing
kings will
spree.
come after you!
Make haste. Yeah!
Enemies behind us. Help.
The forest runs rampant.
Swoop.
Swoop? You gotta swoop them. You gotta swoop them better than that.
You have slain an enemy.
Oh,
Double
yeah.
kill.
Nice job.
Rampage.
Looks like this game should be about over. Unless I get paid.
Shut down!
Dang. I got CC'd for so long.
Son of a gun.
Apologies.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Need healing. Attack left tower.
Embrace
Follow
nature's
me.
swiftness. Thanks.
I mean, we could go crit, or just go diamond arrow and get more pen. Doesn't really matter. No, we're just gonna grab this just to have some crit. Grab a 500 pot,
I'll attack.
and I guess we can get a ward, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. We kind of know where they are in their fountain.
Your team has destroyed a
Enemies
left enemy
incoming.
tower.
Until next time.
Strike from above.
On my way.
Kind of nice too with the stream is I can watch the YouTube of it and make sure that it's all like lined up and whatnot, and it's not crashing my frames too bad, which is nice. I don't know where we go. I suppose we probably fire's down for too long. It's crazy. Vulcan,
Your right tower is under
I'm
attack.
14 at 4. I didn't realize how many kills I had. I could even have more if I was better at hitting.
Something I will. Oops.
That's too bad.
Feels so bad. I meant to
Find
ping
yourself
that,
working
not
alone.
click the button.
Very quick.
Hold the line! You have slain an enemy.
Did a lot of damage to her.
I'm not done with you!
On my way.
You have slain an enemy.
Man, he does
Sorry
so
about
much
that.
when he lands on me. That's crazy. Just
An
exploded
enemy has
me.
been slain.
Delightful.
An enemy
I guess
has
he pulled
been
them all,
slain.
so it becomes worth it. Thor just gets to kind of do that. If he's gonna fully send
Done it now.
full death in, then that's just what's gonna happen.
Your team has
That's a
destroyed a right
Oh, well.
enemy
We'll
tower.
send him to Washington.
Make haste. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Embrace nature's
They should be able to do it.
You
I
fool.
think they're just kind of chasing that kill.
I will attack the right wing. Thanks.
Just get the right things. Let the minions
Falling
go
back.
in.
Enemies incoming.
Just do it. It doesn't matter. You're never doing it fast enough. Yes, obviously retreat, but
Your team has destroyed a right enemy phoenix.
People look at me.
I'll attack the
we
fire
go to
giant.
fire. We do fire now.
Follow me. I'll attack. That's okay.
I need red buff. It's my red buff. Our jungle has not done that side buff really at all. I've never seen so few of them. Look at Tina here.
Halt!
You completed.
Not so fast!
I'm just trying to make fun.
An enemy has been slain.
Wow, we I'm surprised that Tina did that. I guess if I would have had any sort of passive damage on her, like mannequins, she probably would have died. It doesn't matter which one we do.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
A bountiful hunt.
Someone grab it? I actually think
The ultimate incoming.
I might try this building, right? I actually don't feel bad at all.
Always
So
be
we're
aware
down,
of your
just in case
surroundings.
someone wants to hit me, and that's it. They waited a while. They waited a while for us to F6, which give them some credit though. I mean, it's a bad start for you, Q, but I didn't have a bad start. We kind of cooked. We kind of cooked over in duo. I think the problem is that we had a Vulcan jungle, so we are never going to do anything early. It's not like you ever have a Vulcan that just carries the game from a jungle standpoint. 16-5. That was quite a good game, but I am feeling pretty good about that. Unfortunately, no Tiki's. What? I don't know, but oh, that's it's a bad build. Stone a guy at first. Honestly, Athena wasn't the problem. We're gonna do an arena game before I go out. I don't feel like committing to a full conquest game. We'll jump into a good old arena. No, I'm not buying gems. Finish my cup of coffee, which I've drinking several today. So I'm not going to be taking pre-workout. Just coffee today. Let the dogs are all laying in the hallway. Let the puppers out, which aren't my dogs. They were my roommate's dogs. So when they eventually move out, because now they are married, so hopefully they want to get a house, and they've been trying to pursue one for a while. But hopefully, I've seen this person all day. I played earlier today, and that person was online. Kind of comical. I think we want to play a tank. We're gonna play the turtle.
Lukrembo.
But once they move out, then I most likely won't have a dog for a while. If I were to be in a situation where I was able to be at home for like the majority of the day, then I would definitely love to get like a couple dogs. But being a teacher, you obviously have to work during the day, and I don't really want to get a dog that's just going to be alone all day, and then I'm going to go to the gym after, so I'm really not at home or like available a lot of the time, since I train just about every day, and during the school year I'm at school every single day, so like I'm pretty busy for like 12 hours a day at a minimum, and I don't really have the time, attention, and it's it's expensive. It's a big commitment to have one, and I grew up with dogs and stuff, and if I ever had a family and stuff, I definitely would love to get a couple dogs. I'd say at least 2, but not while I'm by myself. If I ever was like a full-time YouTuber or something crazy like that, then I would definitely love to have some dogs. I think that'd be fantastic, but I don't think it'd be fair to get a dog at this point. And I get the argument too that it's like you'd be giving, if I went and got to a shelter and got a dog, like you'd be giving that dog a better life than they would have at the shelter, even if you are at work all day and whatnot, and they're just at home. But if I have a dog, I kind of want it to be like my right-hand man and just be chilling. That Tiamat's name. Chilling with them for the majority of the day if I could. But not at this point. Maybe that will change once my roommates move out. Maybe I'll get really lonely and want to get a dog. And then I'll be able to, in theory, while I'm at work, of course, I wouldn't be able to have, a dog obviously with me at work, but once I came home, I could potentially take the dog with me to the gym. It would have to be like the gym I go to is cool with that. It wouldn't be like a big deal. But I would have to figure that out, or at least like train the dog to be able to handle being at the gym because it could get loud. And then potentially give him some like protection or something, so be able to kind of relax at the gym.
Attack! Right lane!
We're definitely going to right lane. I kind of feel like we go Mystic Male first. Yeah, actually, we're gonna go Mystic Male first.
Attack!
See if we get them to follow us. Lukrembo is insane with how much damage you can do with him as a full tank.
I'll gank!
Savor each kill.
Oh, nice beads. Nice beads.
My fury is...
Yes.
Minions have spawned.
I bring ruin!
Not worried about dying. We got 2 relics. That's kind of insane.
Falling back! Need healing!
First blood.
Group up!
Dr. Poom Kitty's cleaning up.
An ally has been slain.
Only problem with Mystic Male
An
is that you
ally
run out of
has been
mana
slain.
immediately. Oh no, no,
Time
miss.
to rid you of that magic.
Fight me now!
Yeah,
You have slain
easy
an
work
enemy.
for us. Now we get the full Mystic Male.
You
We'll
think
work on
they
getting our
can
mana
stop
up.
me?
Some fashion. Zoling's top damage, we definitely gotta change that. Oh, we steal those.
Let's go! I'm gonna kick you right there! Up.
Beat him?
An enemy has been
Let's
slain.
do...
Yes, fight me.
An enemy has been slain.
Actually shredding them.
Be right back.
Where are you running? Where are you running?
You have slain an enemy.
Complete it!
It's a bonus. I would say he's busted. I don't know. It's hard to
An
say if he is.
ally
I think
has
it's
been
just
slain.
if you play a tank
An
and
enemy
you
has been slain.
know how to play a tank, then it's kind of crazy good in the arena.
Return to Al.
Mostly because everyone likes to play damage, and so if you are just really tanky and really good at being tanky, then the people that do damage just run up behind you and they will they always kind of want to fight with you. I do want to go this.
I
and
do
then here,
actually
I'm gonna
live.
get- honestly, probably get Contagion. Even though, I guess, yeah, they do a decent amount of healing. I need this. Army was really obnoxious. Ooh.
An enemy
There we
has
go.
been slain.
Be right back.
Fight me now!
We got the 2 just to farm damage off Dooku. Be a little bit more aggressive backing at this point just to make sure that I can get Contagion online,
I'm a
which would be
few
nice for the,
souls
it doesn't even actually give me mana, it just gives me HP 5. Kinda need some MP 5, but we'll get some magical defense.
Fight my ally!
We need to get close to everyone.
An
We
ally
can
has
signal
been
it, so-
slain. An ally has been slain. We will double kill.
Curse them all.
No, leave her alone.
Triple
Leave her
kill.
alone. I don't think he's actually
Killing
get the kill.
spree.
I think the Mystic Male and autos will do it for him. So you kind of have to just run. You kind of just have to run for it. Warding Sigil is not the best at the beginning of the game, but if I get to level 20, then it'll be really nice. And it's still like a good item, but Warrior's Axe is definitely a better one for being more aggressive. I need this. Okay, so I'll need to leave. I don't need to push him when he does that. Yes, please fight me. Always find damage off you.
An ally has been slain.
Out of mana, I'm here. Oh, I'm dead.
Double kill.
I've made a grave mistake. Once I get some, probably Genjis, honestly, just so I have some cooldowns, but once I get the MP5 online, then I'm gonna be doing a lot, because I'll be able to actually stay and fight. Plus, I mean, the cooldown will be good. Kizuo doesn't really necessarily need it because of his 2, but obviously, you kind of go crazy with the cooldown, with extra cooldown. Just thinking, I'll take the damage, brothers.
Crush them!
You aren't.
Disruptive mode.
An ally has been slain.
Oh wow. What am I?
You
I
have
guess the
been
magic
double
damage. I
killed.
guess Izanami is kind of still hitting
Could have
with
been
autos.
better.
Eventually, those do
You
do
think
damage.
they can stop me?
Does she have? Oh, she has crit. I guess I could get a spectral too. That's probably what's doing more damage than anything.
An
Oh,
enemy
she got
has
pinned.
been slain.
Yes.
This will annoy him.
An ally
It's not
has
gonna
been
be.
slain.
Yeah, it did a lot less.
An enemy has been slain.
I need to leave though.
An enemy has been slain.
Armor feels so weird.
Double kill.
I think we'll just grab that. I'll just grab this. I guess we just won't worry about cooldown this game.
Let's do.
Just hit me with everything. Hit me with your damage.
Let's go on an adventure.
Oh, you're not going on an adventure.
Slain an enemy.
I wish I could see how much the thorns did. I do know a lot.
An enemy has been
Yeah, I'm
slain.
kind of cooking now. Who has contagion? It's just Arneo.
Fight my ally! Fight me not!
I just eat damage from Cuckoo just to farm him a little bit. Ooh, grab.
You think they
See if we
can
can save
stop
up for
me?
Genjis. You are going to threaten.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Let's keep following you guys.
What?
Hit me with some damage. Yes.
An enemy has been slain.
Hit her. You guys
An
don't
enemy
quickly.
has
I'm
been
not
slain.
damaging you.
An ally has been slain.
I wanna.
Oh, you just hit yourself.
An enemy has been slain.
Just standing in front of me. Pushing people around.
With who?
An enemy has been slain.
Watch my name!
Now you're vulnerable.
You get those melee. Yeah, she is building more crit. So
No,
maybe
he's
I
not.
probably will
Has
buy
been
that girl.
slain. An enemy has
Could
been
get that. We're
slain.
gonna get Genji so we can get some
Feels
cooldown.
so weird.
We're doing quite a bit. I'm surprised I'm not top damage. Zong, he's too far ahead for kills.
You have slain an enemy.
He's one. Why'd you auto me? Oh,
An ally
scared of the
has been
thorns.
slain.
Scared of the thorns. Or the mayonnaise.
Killing
Yeah.
spree.
These are cooking them.
An ally has been slain.
You aren't going.
I don't think you guys. Yeah, so we're chilling.
You think they
I
can
just picked
stop
the HP5,
me?
so I don't really have a lot of MP5. Unfortunate.
An enemy has been slain.
Time to.
Zom's
You
got a
have
lot of
slain
damage.
an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
You are.
Zom's kind of cooking them.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna get top damage. I feel like I'm doing a lot too.
Double kill.
You guys in?
An ally has
Yeah.
been slain. Double kill.
She definitely dashed in.
Crush them!
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Can't 1v2. I can 1v1. We need adults. My team abandoned me?
You have been
Be
slain.
gone.
I needed some help, and they said, none. We're up a lot though. So this one's actually pretty easy. You know, it's 26 to 24. We definitely had to get some big minions or something.
Spree. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Fight!
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Let's do
With tooth and claw. I bring rope.
Triple kill.
completed.
I don't even know who else I
Spree.
killed. Oh, I killed Argo with the melee. Alright, we're level 20, so we definitely need to hit our starter. It's a pretty... It's a massive power spike. Once I get, infused sigil.
A weapon? Do you not see these guns?
Do we have, hang on, there we go. We don't have that upgraded at all. Yeah, you just kind of die. Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
I bring rope.
Double kill. You have
Okay,
slain
cooking
an
him.
enemy.
You're
Triple
kind of cooking
kill.
him now.
Killing spree.
Minions have reached your portal.
An ally has been slain.
Fight my ally!
An ally has been slain. Double kill.
No, I didn't. Wow, I had 538 to him? That's kind of insane. I'm gonna get that upgraded and get a 500 pot. And then we will be vibing. Actually, 10 kills. We're catching up to Zonkwe. Not managed though.
Yosha!
Killing spree. An ally has been slain.
Quit being a coward with me.
Double kill.
The sigil is doing a lot. I wish it was doing more though.
Gotta eat!
An enemy
I feel
has
like we
been
shouldn't be able to
slain.
run it without
Show them our might.
more consequences. Can you stop not mystic healing everything so I can blink. Oh, he's funny.
Let's go on an adventure.
Dashed away.
An ally has been slain.
Face my
Double kill.
There we go.
Killing spree.
I'm really curious how much damage Zonkwe did.
Savor each kill.
I felt like he was I felt like I was doing a lot, I should say. Cryptus actually got a lot in her Stormseeker. It's pretty good to get above 300 with that in an arena game because their games are so short. But let's see. Let us see. 40,000. I actually did third. She did more than me. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go with. Who is that? Oh, that was. Wait, that's at GG. I'm going to go hit the gym now, or walk out to the gym, I should say. As in lifts. If you made it this far in the live stream and you like gaming content on my other channel, which is the gym, which is linked in like my channel description and stuff. That's where I just put gaming stuff out. So it's a similar to, I guess, my listening content. It's just me, playing a game and talking, but it is just video games, so it's different than this. But live streaming I kind of like to do on here because I can talk about training and whatnot. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I'll talk to you all in the next